Okay, this is week 6 of web290. Practice lab goes over arrays and PHP upload for your lab, practice lab. Homework is PHP arrays. So there is some PHP array documents up here and an example of arrays if you want to read that. Also, there's some book reading for PHP arrays here, online book. The exercise is read and complete the exercise from below URL, where you see the exercise working with indexed arrays and working with associated arrays. Download the needed files here. The tutorial is here. Create a new folder called week 6. Follow the examples here for submitting your final week 6 project. And as always, how to upload to localhost to external host. If you ever do have issues on uploading to your external host, sometimes the website 00 web host does give issues with FTP. Just send me your PHP file for your homework or files, and that will be fine until you are able to upload the files to your server. All right. Let's go ahead and go over the first practice lab, which is, I'm going to go over this read 6 PHP upload. PHP allows you ability, a very useful ability, to upload files on your web server. Allows users to upload files, though, can open up a whole can of worms, so be careful on enabling this feature on your web server. You would definitely want some type of authentication surrounding that upload area. But for this week, we're just going to look at uploading in general with no security. But before you do that, you've got to build some basic HTML form that lets the user select a file and upload. Here's the form code for that. A little different than what we've done so far for forms. It uses what's called an encode type multi-part form data. Action is uploader.php. That's where it's going to go to. And then it's post. Has a hidden field called max file size. This one here is going to be right about 100 megs in file size. They have a choose file to upload, input name, upload file name. Type is a file. We'll give you the Dropbox for that. A BR tag for new line. Another input type, submit button. Upload the file. So let's go over line by line on the code here. The first is the enc type multi-part form data. It's necessary for to be created PHP file to function properly, to upload. The action, done this before, just the name of the PHP we're sending it to. Post informs the browser we want to send information using post. The input type hidden sets a maximum allowable size in bytes that can be uploaded. The safety mechanism is easily bypassed and will show a solid backup of PHP. 100 KB in this example, the one I have up here is actually 100 megs. Then the upload of file would actually be the upload of file that you select on the drop down. So display, choose the file after the user clicks submit. The data is going to be posted to the server, redirect to the uploader.php, which is going to process it and upload it to the file. So let's go to the actual example, and then we'll go back more to now, one of the things you will not probably be able to do on your local host is upload a Jpeg. You should be able to upload a PNG file, images, Word documents just fine. So I'll go out and browse for a Word document here. It says it's been uploaded. I'll also do, this is my external host. I'll also do it on my local host here. I'll grab a JPEG just to show you there's a lion.jpg. It does allow me to upload it now. And where Word document. Okay. So let's look at what's happened here when we upload it. What's going on in PHP. Now that we have the HTML part of the code, you begin to script the PHP script that's going to handle the upload. Typically, PHP files should make a key decision on all uploads, keeping it or throwing it away, depending on whether the file size is too large or the file type is the type you don't want, like an executable. And there's going to be other problems as well that you might want to block files. So the uploader.php, when it's executed, it stores in temporary storage on your server the area needed while it's being uploaded, and then it's going to be destroyed. The files array is where PHP stores all the information about the file. There's going to be two elements in this array. The uploaded file is referencing from the HTML form. You need this to tell the files array which file we need to play with. So you have files, uploaded file, and then the name. The name contains the original path of the user. Then notice the next one, the uploaded file temp name, is a contemporary path on your server that's actually written in a PHP script, PHP INI file. So example here, where path where it's going is in the upload folder, and adding additional from the original, target path equals target path uploads dot the base name of the file name, which is going to be the upload file and the name itself. Note you'll need to create a directory within your folder structure for an upload script called maybe uploads. And you also need to make sure that it has a proper read-write security. The PHP file upload move file function is built into PHP and it lets it do its magic. The move upload file function needs to know the path of the file, check, and also where it's going to be moved, check. If one of those two are not found correctly, it will error out on this error path. This is for educational purposes only. Again, I don't recommend doing this on a public site, but just show you the power of PHP and file uploads though. So let's look at the code for this. Here's the index page of the form. Multi-part data, uploader.php, post, hidden type file, max file size. I actually put on this one even a bigger file size. Let's see, that one's going to be a gig in file size, which is pretty good size. You don't need that one that big, but then you choose a file to upload and the upload file name, types it into the file, and then submits it to the uploader.php. There's the target path uploads. Takes the target path plus a base name, uploaded file, and name. This if path sees that it's uploaded correctly. If it's uploaded correctly, it says that the file has been uploaded. If it isn't been uploaded correctly, it'll give an error. Okay, that concludes the lab. Let's go on to the homework. Homework, read the PHP arrays. PHP and arrays, basically, we'll go over this one here. Within PHP, you're going to be reading for this one, read the entire document on PHP arrays, which is chapter 5 it looks like here. One I'll mention on really is the array operator. So if you want to use an array within PHP, you declare the same name, use the same name multiple times, and for instance on this one, food, bar, and baths displayed would display those three, 0, 1, and 2. Okay. Also, if you're wanting to tie an array to an actual index, you can do it like this: array A, array B, array C, and then display it out as well. That way. You can return functions from arrays. You can do what's called chopping an array to bring in different criteria for your application. So devote yourself to this chapter 5 on arrays. There's an exercise you'll be completing from the URL here on arrays, working with indexed arrays and associated arrays. Let's go to that. Index arrays are similar to tables in a column. We have an array called Beatles, and we declare 0, 1, 2, and 3, John, Paul, Ringo, and George. You can then also put in a syntax this way. If you're wanting to kick it out into a syntax, be the word array, John, Paul, George, and Ringo. You can append an array, read from array, echo the name of the array, and then the place of the array, starting with the 0 operator. You can do for each loop. So for this one, you're doing the, looks like the working with indexed arrays exercise, and you're also doing working with associated arrays. So this is the first part, indexed arrays, then also working with associated arrays. This one right here. The finished product for that one here's the indexed arrays and the associated arrays. Has a color table with the HTML code, hexadecimal code behind it, one-dimensional array and multi-dimensional array. When you're finished with that one, also submit it. As always, for the homework link below. If you have issues with the upload to your website, again, post just below here the the PHP pages. And in this example here, you can put your page all on one, both the indexed array and the associated array. The index array is all one-dimensional, putting it into a table, and then displaying it out in multiple rows in that table. The multi-dimensional array, you'll notice it has fade colors, same as the one above. The difference on this one is it has a one-dimensional and two-dimensional per array, so 2 columns on this one. Another for each on this one. It's going to have columns and rows. So column and rows, or rows and then columns. All right, and that one's going to end up looking like this one. All right, so when you're finished, submit it as always, and if you have any questions, email me an eagle as always. Otherwise, have a great